Whoa. What is going on?
I know what's going on and what's not going on. Today, that person is Steve Kerr. You know why I do not like Steve Kerr. I've been saying this for the last 3 or 4 years, something about this dude. And we're going to dive into it. One of the people we're going to dive into it about today, Jonathan Kuminga. Right? That's the latest exploit from your boy, right? Steve Kerr has had this guy in the doghouse for the last 2 years, right? Not playing him, not giving him time. His excuse is he don't fit in. Well, based on what we're seeing on the court, don't look like none of the players you got fit in. Well, from the system that we are seeing that Steve Kerr do, for some strange reason, it seemed like it's all about passing the ball to Steph Curry. We don't care about no other player. Just pass the ball to Stephen Curry. So Jonathan Kuminga is like, yo, I'm open. I'm gonna take the shot. Like, even Jimmy Butler don't take that many shots. Come on, man. It's starting to be smack dab on Steve Kerr. And we can go down the line with Steve Kerr. One of the main things we can go down to Steve Kerr is he haven't developed talent. Or maybe we say he haven't given the talent enough chances to play and see what he got. Let's give prime examples. And he had Anthony Edwards. He could have drafted him. He told Anthony Edwards he was not a good player. That's number one. He had LaMelo Ball sitting right there at number 2 when he had the number 2 pick. He chose James Wiseman, who would have been, to me personally, coming out of college, he should have been a dominant big man, catch a lot of alley-oops. He went to the wrong system and it derailed his whole career. That's on Steve Kerr. Let's go deeper. Jimmy Butler comes to Miami. They don't have no offense set up to him. So when it's time for him to get the ball, he's like lost. Playoffs, Stephen Curry go down. They needed Jimmy Butler to step up. Jimmy Butler was being triple teamed, double teamed, can't get a shot off. That's Steve Kerr. Let's go to the Olympics. Fresh off a championship from Boston. The boy couldn't even get in the game. He couldn't get in the game. I'm going to say it one more time. He couldn't get in the game. Jason Tatum couldn't get in the game fresh off a championship. Yes, Steve Kerr. And from what I'm hearing, it's like Steve Kerr right now has been the jewel of Steph Curry. Let's just call it what it is. Those first 4 years after Mark Jackson built the team, those few years after that team was grown, they exploded. They got their rings. They exploded at the right time. They got their rings. And Steve Kerr took advantage of the whole situation. And he got his rings. So he looked like this great coach because the scheme was just pass it to Clay or Steph Curry. Now look what he did to Clay after one of those championships and playing defense. Had a bad year coming off a knee. First person out. Look what he did to that man. Derailed that man's career. Look what he did to the whole team since when it was time to elevate the team after the championship rings and championship teams that was already in place for him to come in and succeed with. He haven't succeeded afterward. He haven't brought in new talent. I remember he had a guy named Pascal. I don't even remember, man. Pascal came in there. He was balling. Steph Curry was out or something. And I remember in the interview, the man said in the interview, he was like, man, I couldn't ball there. But he said, he was like, even if you open, it's not a good shot. He was like, Steph Curry taking the shot is a better shot. It's almost like saying you're not good enough to take the shot. If you got a shot, if you wide open, but Steph Curry got an even better shot, we'd rather him take it. Well, we all NBA players, so it just stunts the growth. So right now, today, AMC reaction is Steve Kerr, your time is up. You're not that great. And now I give you this. Let's say this. If you take Steve Kerr and drop him on the team that's already built, he might can get you a ring or something. But if you have to develop and build a team, he's not your guy. He's not your guy. And I'm gonna just give him that. And that's my reaction for today. And thank you guys for tuning in.
Whoa. What is going on?